All right, let's dive into a really powerful idea today, and it all starts with a kind of strange question. Who built the broken house he might be living in?
I mean, let's really think about this for a second. When you look around your life and things just feel off or broken, who's the builder? Who is actually responsible for the way things are right now?
And when we say house, we're not talking about bricks and mortar, right? We're talking about the big things, the whole architecture of your life. Your finances, your connections with people, your physical health, and that feeling of inner peace. If any of these pillars feel shaky, the truth is someone or something built them that way.
So, to really get a handle on this, let's explore it through this central metaphor, the broken house.
So just imagine walking inside this house. The first thing you'd probably notice is that the walls are cracked. You can see these clear signs that the whole structure is under some kind of stress.
Then you look up and, the roof is leaking. You know, every time it rains, problems just drip right in, causing more damage, more of a mess to clean up.
And maybe worst of all, you can just feel it under your feet. The very foundation is weak. The whole place just feels unsteady, unreliable. You'd probably say, wow, this house is completely broken.
But let's pause right here. This is so important. Did the house just break on its own? Did it just decide one day to fall apart? Or is there something else going on?
Well, here's the truth. The house didn't break itself. No way. It was built improperly from the very beginning, with flawed plans, maybe some shoddy materials, and just a total lack of the right awareness. And you know what? Life works the exact same way. You're simply living in the structure that was built by a certain state of awareness.
So if the house was built wrong, how do most of us react? This is where we run into a really common misdiagnosis. We just start praying for a fix.
You know, most people will just stay inside that broken house, hoping and wishing that somebody or something is going to come along and patch it up for them. We get so focused on the symptoms, the cracks, the leaks, that we never stop to learn the basic principles of construction.
And just look at this disconnect. It's kind of wild when you see it laid out like this. On one side, we're begging for our external reality to change. Please, just fix the walls. Please, stop the leaks. But on the other side, what are we doing? We keep using the exact same faulty building materials, the same old thoughts, the same limited beliefs, the same emotional patterns that built the broken house to begin with.
And this kind of thinking, well, it creates a real sense of victimhood, doesn't it? We start telling ourselves these stories to explain why the house is in such bad shape. You know, my life is just punishing me, or God must be against me, or the whole system is just unfair. But these are just the stories we tell ourselves when we feel trapped inside a broken house.
Okay, so if we're not the victim here, then who is the real builder? This right here is the aha moment.
Here's the crucial insight, the creative force of the universe. Call it God, call it whatever you want. It doesn't interfere with your specific house. It's not picking and choosing which walls to fix. Instead, it created the laws of construction. These are the universal principles of cause and effect, and the rules are exactly the same for everybody.
So, the master builder, the architect drawing the blueprints for everything in your life, it's your own awareness. It's the sum total of your beliefs, your focus, your assumptions, your inner state of being. That is the invisible force that's dictating the visible structure of your life.
And it works pretty much like this. If you build with materials of low awareness, things like fear, a sense of lack, just running on unconscious patterns, you're going to build a weak house. It's inevitable. But if you build with high awareness, with understanding, alignment, conscious intention, the structure you create is fundamentally strong. It's stable.
Now, really getting this leads to a massive turning point. It's not about trying to get new answers, it's about starting to ask a completely different and way more powerful question.
We have to let go of that question that keeps us trapped inside the broken house. You know, the one that has us just staring at the cracks and feeling completely helpless?
And here it is. This is the big shift. We stop asking, why is my life broken, which is a question that automatically makes you a victim, and instead we start asking, which awareness built this house? See the difference? This new question gives you all the power back. It makes you the investigator, the architect, the one who can finally understand the blueprint.
Because the law of construction is actually incredibly simple and direct. It's a two-step process. Step 1, when your inner awareness changes, when your beliefs and your thoughts and your feelings shift, then step 2 happens automatically. The outer construction has to change to match it. It's a law.
And that leaves us with this final, really empowering thought. The goal isn't to run away. It's not to escape the life you have. The goal is to realize that you have the tools, you have the blueprint, and you absolutely have the power to pick up a hammer and rebuild it, one conscious thought at a time. So the real question is, which house are you going to start building today?